recorded. Great, thank you. Okay, diamond training. Yes, it's a wonderful thing, right? So, you know, yeah. Okay, got that out of the way. If you're going to get anywhere, you know, whether you're driving a car or you're planning on, you know, reaching a diamond, right, that rank, you're going to have a map, right? You got to know exactly where you're going in order to get there, right? I mean, everybody would certainly agree with me there. So a diamond is created, and that rank is created by producing 15,000 volume on each team. You got a left team and a right team. Now, you know, if you're fortunate enough to have an enroller leg that is blowing and going, God bless you, right? Not everybody does. So some people wind up having to build both legs 100%. And if that's, you know, if that's your fate, then it's your fate. You know, nothing that I can do about it, nothing that anybody can do about it. You just have to encourage your upline and your enroller to, you know, put more people in the business. 10% of your qualification on your enroller leg. So, you know, here's kind of the map. I mean, here's diamond, 3 emeralds. I mean, it says 15,000 and 1,500, which is correct, but it really should say 15,000 and 15,000. 10% of it must be your volume that you were responsible for creating. And so what I did is I snatched this from one of the guys on my left team, and as you can see here, there is his left side, so we know that that's his enroller leg, right? His right leg is the leg that he's going to build. So, you know, double diamond volume already in place, right? 36,350 on the left team, so that's great. I mean, so what he needs is 1,500 on the left team, and he needs 15,000 on the right team that's currently 50. So, you know, if we're going to do this in a 1-month period of time, then all we can really count on is recruitment volume, right? Things that happen this month, because next month will be when those people start their auto ship or their loyalty purchase. So, you know, 15,000 BV is about 38 business builder packs, right? 400 times 38 is 15,200, right? 1,500 BV is about 4 business builder packs. So that really is our target. Now, you know, for somebody that wants to get there this month, obviously there's a lot of ways to skin this cat. I don't know where that phrase ever came from, but it's horrible. So I won't use that again. But, you know, you can personally enroll 10 people that buy a business builder package, 4,000 BV. Then you can get those 10 people to your sharing the load, right? To go out and sponsor 3 people that all do a business builder pack. And you just created 16,000 volume BV on that right leg, right? So you hit the target. So how difficult is it to do 10 people? Not very. How difficult is it to get 10 people to do 3? A lot more difficult. I'm not going to, you know, kid you, but, you know, here's really the conversation, you know, and I really want you, now, you know, I wrote it like I would say it, and, you know, so I want you to make it into your own words. You know, you got to make this conversation your conversation. Hey, Bob, I found a great way for you and I to make lots of money. Bob says, hey, what is it? You know, it's a company called Valentis. Ever heard of them? No. Well, you know, me neither. I hadn't ever heard of them, right? Hey, last May, they introduced a weight loss coffee. That's just absolutely awesome. And last month, which was August, they did $10 million in sales. what I did, Bob, is I purchased $600 worth of inventory, and now I've got a global business, just like a franchise, right? I'm looking for a few people that want to make a fortune with me. Are you in? It'll cost you $600 and $160 a month. You know, I have no fear in telling somebody, you know, what it's going to cost them for a unlimited opportunity, right? To make unlimited income. And I make sure that I'll take you through that here in a second. So, you know, hey guys, massive action is going to create massive results. No action will create no results. You know, and I tell people all the time, if you're not paddling as fast as you can, then you're going to miss this wave, because this wave has definitely started, right? It's just a numbers game. Everybody out there has heard that their entire life. If they've ever been in any type of sales or any type of business, it's just a numbers game. It's just a numbers game. Well, you got to make the numbers work for you, right? You got to do something to create some activity. And sending out sample packages is the best way I know of creating activity. So you've got to submit to the process. I was listening to Les Brown a little bit earlier, and he was talking about part of that. I'm not going to play that tonight, but you know, that's one thing that I will do one of these days. Submit to the process. People need to get results on the coffee. You know, it all starts with a phone call and a conversation to a friend. Now, I've done this hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times just in the last 15 months, right? And, you know, a friend just recently, Paul just recently joined me from Dallas, and I finally got him to take some coffee. And you know what he said? We were watching we were kind of chatting back and forth on Saturday, I think it was, while he was watching the live stream, I was watching the live stream, and then he called me and he says, you know what, had you not have sent me the coffee, and had we not have experienced the weight loss that both me and my bride-to-be have experienced, then we wouldn't be having this conversation, because I wasn't looking for an opportunity. But he said, but because you did, and because I got, and we got the type of results that you told us we were going to get, this is something we both can see ourselves doing. That's a big one, guys. That is a big one, right? That's like the clue. You know, this is something we can both see ourselves doing. And so, you know, now he said, I'm with you for the duration. He said, you know, I'm getting older. And I said, yeah, you're not as old as I am, but anyway, you're getting older. And he said, I'd like to do it just one more time. And I go, let's go do it, because this is the one that we can all do just one more time. And you know what? I've talked to a lot of people, my friends in the industry, that are burned out, worn out, beat up. And I just said, hey, just try the coffee. Just relax, you know, no pressure. Just try the coffee and let's see what happens. You know, I want you to really take a look at this chart, because, you know, guys, you've got to create duplication to obtain any type of results in this industry. It's all about duplication. And this is a very, very simple, non-threatening, simple process that you can take people through, right? It's that phone call with a friend. And, you know, some of you say, well, I don't have 35 friends. Well, I don't believe that, but, you know, maybe there's a couple of you out there, but, you know, everybody's got 35 friends. You got 35 friends, you probably have 350 friends if you're really dug into it and we investigated it. But, you know, I send out 35 samples to my friends that I've talked to, right? I've talked to. They are a coffee drinker. They are somebody who would like to lose some weight and would like to make some money. So I've qualified that person. I don't want you just sending arbitrarily, you know, samples. These are expensive. right? We're talking, this is money that you got $600 worth of product, and it's all going to go out the door. Now, a lot of people have, moved into the philosophy of selling these sample packages, 6-day experience or whatever. I just have never really bought into that, because my friends, number one, wouldn't pay $20. But, if you did it at an event or something and they're strangers, okay, but I'm saying that this is a warm market business. You've just discovered something that nobody else has, that nobody else that you know of has ever seen before. Who do you want to help? You want to help your friends. You don't want to go out, into the cold market, so you want to pick up the phone and say, hey, I found something absolutely phenomenal and you've got to try it. You're a coffee drinker, right? Yeah. Hey, I know you've always tried to lose some weight, and you were always talking about never being able to lose weight, and every time you got on a diet, you gained more weight, right? Yeah, yep. Hey, I found something. It's called Slim Roast Optimum. It's a little tub like this, right? It's got 30 scoops in it, and I'm going to send you this. You just absolutely amazing. You can go to fbtestimonials.info and look at all the testimonials. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of people that have put pictures up there, and this has just done amazing things. So I'm going to get you a package off, and then let's talk. So I send my 35 out. 20% is what we've been averaging. Now, there's a lot of you out there that'll do way better than 20%. I wanted to keep the numbers realistic. There's some of you out there that can call 35 people, and 35 people are all going to get in. I know it. There's other of you out there that you call 35 people, and you can't get anybody on the phone. Maybe you've taken those people down through too many dead-end streets, right? Walked them through too many mud puddles, but you just got to keep after it and keep after it and keep after it and keep after it until you get those samples out there. When people get results, Paul was a great example. I'm going to go back and use him a second. He said, I never thought that I'd ever be calling you about wanting to join Valentis. And I go, I did. I knew that if you got the coffee and you drank it, you were going to get results, and you would see the wisdom in doing what I'm doing, and you would want to join. And so, now I've got my 7 people, and I teach them to do exactly the same thing, right? I teach them to send out 35 packages. That's 245. Now you got 49 people that have joined. Again, just keeping those numbers very realistic. But as you see, and I did this month by month by month by month, and you can see by the time you get to, the 5th month, you got pretty significant numbers of people just sending out samples, right? 35 samples. They're going out, they're going out, they're going out, they're going out. But it's the follow-up, and I wish I could just, take what I know about follow-up and just transfer it over to everybody else, because that's where the fortune is, right? The fortune is in the follow-up. You just got to stay in touch with all of your people, those 35 people. And some people are going to, maybe, you're looking for business builders. Hey, I'm looking for 7 people. I'm looking for 7 people that want to get into a business and make a fortune with me. And how do I know it's going to make a fortune? Let me just show you a couple of things. Here's what happens. I send out my 35. I get 7 to join, right? They buy a business builder pack. I just doubled my money, more than doubled my money, just giving coffee away, right? Pretty simple. The path of least resistance, give it away. And then here's where it gets really exciting, right? Those 7 send out their packs, 245 going out, 49 join. Your 7 just doubled their money. They're happy campers, right? They're all happy. Hey, this is good. This is good. And then I just made $2,100 from their efforts because of the legacy bonus. You know, $100 on the first 3 enrolled by each of the 7, and it just keeps going and going and going. So that's where the duplication, and that's where, you know, it really gets to be fun. But it is a process, and it's a process of small steps and daily activity. And, you know, you just got to stay hooked up in there. I want to show you this. I know that I've shown this to you before. Maybe some of you haven't ever seen it, but it really is, you know, how to build 2 teams, right? You know, and it's 3 people. You're going to start out with, you know, as a Ruby, you bought a business builder package. That's the Y-O and U, that is you. You just bought a business builder package, and you've gone to 3 of your friends, right? The first 3, and they come into the business. Well, you know, here's what happens. You're going to put 2 on one team, and we can talk about that. We won't talk about strategy tonight, and 1 on the other team. And you're going to make a little bit of cycle bonus, right? You're going to make, you know, 200, that should be a 2 over there, 200 on one side and 100 on the other. So you're going to make a 1 cycle bonus, right? $20. Then those 2 go out and get their 3 people, all of their 3 people, right? And, you know, it continues to grow and grow. It grows to 6, right? These 2, the next month, are now doing their loyalty purchase. This one over here goes and gets their 3 people. Now, and now they're doing their loyalty purchase. You see how that works? And then now you've got 4 cycles. So you're not lighting the world on fire as far as your cycle bonus. And there's nothing to say that, you know, in month 1 or month 2 that you don't add more people to this thing, which obviously is what we all want to do. Yes, 3 is an optimum number because it makes you legacy qualified, but there is no optimum number as far as personally sponsored goes. I've sponsored over 200 people, and you know, John talks about, you know, staying in recruiting activity until you're making $5,000 a month. I say $5,000 a week. You know, you got to stay. I stay focused on recruiting 90% of the time. 90% of the time, I'm making phone calls, sending text messages, following up, you know, and continuing. Those 6 go out and get their 3 people. You've got 18. You got 27 people that just joined your team the 3rd month, and it generates $2,700 in legacy bonus. But it also generated 13 cycle bonuses. You know, the 4th month you get to Emerald. Emerald, right? 5,000 on one side and 5,000 on the other side, but 10% of it, or 500, can be your enroller tree volume, and the other can be from your enroller, you know, from that power line. The next month you make diamond, you know, 5 months to diamond. This is a very easy platform. If somebody, and all we did here, I didn't add on the fact that you sponsored a fourth person and a 5th person and a 6th person and a 7th person and so on and so forth. But that's, you know, people that are engaged, that's exactly what happens. 6th month you make double diamond, and then, you know, 7th month you make blue diamond. Now you can see it rapidly, the cycle bonuses rapidly start to increase, right? 1,098, 21,000, 22 grand. But again, the legacy bonus is $100 put aside and paid to somebody, either your upline or to you, based on being legacy qualified and having that 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th person that you personally sponsored by a business builder pack. So, you know, if you haven't printed this off already and put it up on your wall so you can look at it all the time, you should, right? And if you don't know how to get it, come to me and I'll show you where it's at. But you need to print this off. I mean, here's where everybody wants to go. They want to go to Blue Diamond and beyond. And you just have to understand that it's a process of getting there, right? Now, obviously, if you live in the Philippines, they're cranking them out a lot faster. But I have to tell you something about building internationally. We say, build locally, think globally, right? And it's a great phraseology with Valentis, because we can sponsor someone anywhere on the planet. The people in the U.S. Have a different mindset about network marketing. They think, just like I thought, that it's for people that really can't go out and get a real job. And it couldn't be any further from the truth, but they haven't investigated the truth. But the people in international markets that don't have as large of economy as we do, that don't have the job opportunities that we do here, and the job opportunities are kind of a curse and a blessing. I've been in this industry long enough to be around when, we've been in a recession, and you would think that this business would flourish. Well, it does, but it even flourishes more when we're in a good economy. So it's kind of ironic, but more people are willing to do more things to get to where they want to go. So and here's where you want to go. You want to go, and that's where I want to go right now. I mean, I want to get to the next level, right? To get to Blue Diamond. So you just got to decide. You've got to commit to the process. I'm going to talk about the process and the process and the process until you guys are sick and tired of hearing about the process. So I love this little quote by Walt Disney. You may not realize it when it happens, but a kick in the teeth may be the best thing in the world for you. There's what we got with our car bonus. And my job is to hold you accountable. This is a simple business, but it's not easy. If it were easy, nobody would ever quit, right? Because they know that people are making money here, but it gets in the way of a lot of things, right? It's inconvenient to be on a Zoom Sunday night, or in case of a lot of you, it could be early in the morning that you're watching this live. But it's just inconvenient. So it's built on inconvenience. And, that's what I say. It's not easy. It's certainly doable because people are doing it. And if you watched the live stream or you were at the event, you saw people getting to running up the rank like crazy, people with no experience in the industry. Just absolutely amazing. Lifetime earnings. I grabbed this from Business for Home magazine. There's John, there's me, there's Chris Lamont, there's Rick. Those were the only 4 Valentis people that were in the lifetime earnings section. So again, when people say, well, I don't know, I make a pretty good amount of money at my job. They pay me $36,000 a year. I mean, I make $3,000 a month. And I've got to, I got all my bills and my mortgage and my car payment, and I've got to, take everything out of there. And of course, I can't save any money, but, it seems awful risky, right? It seems awful risky to, jump into something like this that I know nothing about. And, well, if you're not worth, taking the risk, right? This is not risky. Starting in a startup company is risky. What we have here is a sure thing. Now, it's not a sure thing for everybody. It could be if they didn't quit. But people quit for a lot of different reasons. Here's the top earner. There's 15 people now in the top earner in Business for Home magazine. So I'm 896. You know, 1,035. Here's some other people, and some other. Chris is 1829. Rick is 241. John is at number 11. You know, you just have to show people something like this, right? This is the documentation when you say, well, you know, or you got to let them, you know, listen to Dr. Chi. Hey, I kind of put I like my practice, you know, and I'm still going to practice medicine because I love it, but I don't have to rely on the income that produces. That's what, you know, life is all about. Being able to make a choice, right? And choose what you want to do or you don't want to do. You know, I've heard lottery owners say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to go. You know, as soon as I win that, you know, if I win it, I'm going to, you know, show up for work the next morning." Not right. I mean, they're not showing up for work. Who are they kidding? So, so anyway, hey guys. One of the things that I'm going to suggest that you do is start your own YouTube channel. Now you think, well, you know, what do I have, you know, that's worth talking about? Anything. You have found something absolutely amazing, and you need to put it on video and let other people know about it. You know, I did this, you know, not long ago. I don't have very many subscribers, 304, but they watched almost 11,000 minutes, right? Now, hopefully they got, that's 181 hours, right? So, you know, even while I was sleeping, somebody was watching and learning and absorbing and picking up a tip, picking up a hint, you know, picking up a, you know, a clue, and that could or would have helped them grow their business. So, you know, do that. I mean, you've got a lot of great things that I know you can share. And YouTube is free, right? So why not do it? The next thing that I want to talk to you about very quickly is, you know, we need more participation in the Zooms, you know, especially the business overview Zooms, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You guys have got a schedule that all you've got to do is pick up the phone and say, hey, there's something special happening today. You got to listen. You got to hear this. And, you know, say, there's going to be a Zoom tonight only at 8:30 p.m. Don't say, hey, don't worry, there's one tomorrow, or there's one Wednesday, there's one Thursday, there's one Friday. No, this is a special. It'll never be done again. And you have to encourage and sell the event, right? You have to sell the next event. Hey, there's something really special happening. And, you know, 8:30 tomorrow night, are you going to be around? Cool. Hey, I'll show you how to do this. Go to zoom.us, you know, click on this, and, you know, we'll do that together, and we'll watch it, and then we'll get back on the phone together. So invite. You know, if you'll just stay consistent with inviting, you'll get to be real good at it after a while, and then people will just show up. And you know what? It's a teaching tool, you know. You're teaching your people what you do when you do it to them, right? So get out there and get your people involved. They've got to get in, and not only you, the leader of the team, but you've got to get all of your people engaged. If you've got 3 people on your team, get all 3 people engaged. Guess what? You could have 6 people the next day. How great would that be? You know, a lot of things, good things happen when people start inviting, and new people start hearing this amazing story of Valentis. So I'm going to leave you with this.
In the Far East, they have something that's called the Chinese bamboo tree. The Chinese bamboo tree takes 5 years to grow. They have to water and fertilize the ground where it is every day. And it doesn't break through the ground until the 5th year. But once it breaks through the ground, within 5 weeks, it grows 90 feet tall. Now the question is, does it grow 90 feet tall in 5 weeks or 5 years? The answer is obvious. It grows 90 feet tall in 5 years, because at any time had that person stopped watering and nurturing and fertilizing that dream, that bamboo tree would have died in the ground. And I can see people coming out talking to a guy out there watering and fertilizing the ground that's not showing anything. Hey, what you doing? You've been out here a long time, man. And the conversation in the neighborhood is, you growing a Chinese bamboo tree, is that right? Yeah, that's right. Well, even Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder can see ain't nothing showing. So how long you been working on this? How long have you been working on your dreams? And you have nothing to show. This is all you got to show. People gonna do that to you. And some people, ladies and gentlemen, they stop. Because they don't see instant results. It doesn't happen quickly. They stop. Oh, no. You got to keep on watering your dream. That is not going to happen as quickly as you want it to happen. A lot of things are going to happen that will catch you off guard. And so therefore you've got to deal with and handle it as it comes. And not only that, but that faith and patience drives you into action. You've got to keep moving and keep plugging away. See, during those hard times, we didn't know how you're going to make payroll. During those times when you failed and things didn't work out, they were nowhere to be found. But you know what I discovered? When you're working at your dream, somebody said the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Oh, it's sweet to you. It's good to you. Why? See, when it's hard and there's a struggle, see, what you become in the process is more important than the dream. That's far more important. The kind of person you become, the character that you build, the courage that you develop, the faith that you're manifesting. Oh, it's something that you get up in the morning, you look yourself in the mirror, you're a different kind of person. You walk with a different kind of spirit. And people know that you know what life is, that you have embraced life. You knew it was hard, but you did it hard.
So guys, yep, you just got to stay in pursuit of your dream and never, ever, 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 ever give up, ever, ever quit, and just stay focused. Yeah, you know what? There's a million different shiny objects that come and pass my desk and my email every day, right? This thing and that thing, and oh, we're going to make $1 jillion with cryptocurrency, or we're going to do this, or we're going to do that. You know, me, it's all a distraction. Now, for somebody younger, you know, I tell people all the time, I go, hey, you know, if you've got the time to throw away on something, then go ahead and do that, and then come on back, right? Because I don't have the time. So, you know, I wish I would have found this industry a lot earlier. But, no. Anyway, so that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed everything. We will shut off the recording, and we'll stop the screen share, and we will kill the recording.